Welcome everybody. It's Colin here, and I am super excited to be sharing this time with you today. I am so focused on helping business owners just get to that next level. And the one thing I want you to realize is there's so many crazy statements out there like, let me find, in the next 30 days, let me help you find more customers. I want you to find more profitable clients. I want you to find the ones that really make you money. So we're going to have a lot of fun here today. So get really focused. Make sure your emails shut down, all the things that can distract you and take you away from this presentation. Shut everything down. Just be super focused, because I am super focused at helping you get to that next level. A little bit about me as we get going here today is, number one, I am a South African. I now live in White Rock, British Columbia. Of course, I'm a Canadian as well. I've been here for, close over 22 years now, and I love what I do. And I always joke with everyone, at the end of the day, this is by far the best accent I've found to date. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love helping business owners get ahead and watching them really take their businesses to the next level. I have an engineering degree as well as a business degree. I am very focused on helping business owners get themselves to that next level so that they can just crush things. And one of the most important parts of that is actually really building systems and processes. So my brain is designed that way to really help you build out those systems, build out those processes to really make your business saleable in the future. I've built 4 multi-million-dollar businesses since I've been in Canada. I'm excited to share with you some of the greatest strategies that I have learned over the years of being here and how I've built these businesses out and sold them as well. Everything I want to share with you is, over the course of the time together today, is it can be used in a manufacturing business, a product-based business, or service-based business. The most common statement I hear from people is, my business is different. I have heard that over 500,000 times. The biggest thing for me is just be super present, because everything that's on this call today is relevant to whether you're manufacturing product-based or a service-based business. I'm a number one best-selling author 4 times. In fact, I'm writing a couple more books. I am very focused on helping entrepreneurs and just getting you to that next level. I'm married with a gorgeous wife and 2 beautiful daughters. I have 2 teenage daughters. I have a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, and just love watching them grow up to be the most amazing young ladies. I'm an international speaker, trainer, Sherpa. One thing about me, I'm a Sherpa. I'm not a coach, even though I do coaching. One thing I want you to get and really understand is that I have built businesses. A Sherpa helps you climb Mount Everest and get to the top of Mount Everest. In fact, should you climb the mountain without a Sherpa, you'll probably be dead on the mountain. There's a very high likelihood that would happen. I'm the same with most business owners. Most business owners never get ahead. I'm here to serve you, to make sure you get ahead and find those highly profitable customers. So therefore, I'm your Sherpa. I'm your business Sherpa, because I've actually done it. I've been up that mountain many times. I'm here to completely serve you. I have 58,000 students across Canada, between BC, Alberta, and Ontario, and of course, across the other provinces as well. But the big thing for me is I've helped tens of thousands of people get to that next level. In fact, I've helped over 100,000 people when you take into account the associations, organizations, and different chambers of commerce that I work with as well. And my number one priority is family. I want you all to get this today, that when you build a business, you have to stay focused on building not just the business, but also building your family. To me, family is the most important. And without your support structure at home, it's great to build a successful business, but really sad when you're busy building and you sacrifice your family. I'm all about making sure you can build a successful business and a successful family at the same time. So there's a picture of my beautiful girls down in Cabo San Lucas. Just super excited that you're here with me today. So that's a little bit about who I am. I've been seen on many TV shows. I've been inducted into a National Academy of Best-Selling Authors. I love helping people. I wrote the Entrepreneur Success Recipe to help people get ahead. And the biggest thing for me is just follow the recipe. It's absolutely awesome. I'm also very blessed to be part of some of the most elite groups in the world. I'm part of the Transformational Leadership Council with Jack Canfield. In fact, it's by invitation only group. I got invited to the group. I'm one of only 2 Canadians in the in the group that has about 100 members. And Jack Canfield invited me, who's of course the author or co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. And we get together twice a year in beautiful locations with other celebrities and what have you, to really look at how do we transform the world through some amazing leadership. You might have seen the movie The Secret. Well, there's a second movie out called Your Second 50, and really talking about how to get ahead in your second 50, because so many people I meet have built businesses, done really well, or maybe done not so well, and they get to their first 50 and they're like, wow, what's next? Well, there's a cool thing to really understand that you can get ahead in your second 50, and that just takes a lot of thinking differently, doing things differently, so you can achieve differently as well. Business for me is changing a lot. And one of the key things I'm very focused on is understanding that business is becoming more conscious. Yeah, it's about doing good things for people, about really serving people and really making sure people, that your business does good. It's not just about making the money. It's about how do you serve more people. I want you to really think about that in your business today. And my final piece is one of my most special pieces is around Sir Richard Branson. I was one day on my computer, I got a Google alert that said, someone posted something that contains your name. It was fascinating for me. I went on to that post. It was Sir Richard Branson. He had done a whole leadership article and included me in that leadership article. It was super fascinating. From there, I connected with him, and we've got to do work with each other since then. I've actually got to blog on the virgin.com website, and I get to blog there at least twice a year to contribute to virgin.com. It's super special for me. Here's one gentleman that's built 7 businesses in 7 different industries, and they're all multi-billion-dollar businesses, and I'm very blessed to work with him. I consider him one of my personal mentors, and I do a lot of work with Virgin Unite, Oceans Unite, because I'm a big fan of getting rid of the plastics in the oceans as well. So I've got to connect with Sir Richard Branson, been down to his private island with him. In fact, I'm going down in a few months' time to go to his private island again with him, just to relook at different things and how things are working in the world as well. So I'm very excited to have these special people in my life. Big thing as we get going with today, make sure you have a pen and paper handy, because I want to make sure you take lots of notes. I am here to make sure you get what you came for today, and just make sure that you are really, really focused on this presentation today. My goal for you, you will leave with strategies and tools to increase your sales in the next 30 days, and that's my guarantee. And I'm not saying just sales, but good quality sales. So let's get rocking and rolling. Most importantly, I have a gift for you, and you might think, oh, what's that gift, Colin? Well, here's the thing. I'm a big fan of giving you a gift. I'm going to show you how to get the gift at the end of this presentation today. But this is my profitable business pack. Many of you might be launching a business, launching a product, launching a service coming up. Well, think of it. The minute you say you're launching something in the future, what you really are is in pre-launch. So the pre-launch formula is a video just on how to use other people's money to launch a service, a product, a location, or whatever it might be. That pre-launch formula, I'm sure you, as you listen to this, you're like, wait a minute, you lose other people's money? That video was designed to help you understand how to use other people's money, because so many people, when I meet them, they're busy launching something, but they don't have the money. And they're like, Colin, I want to launch this, but I haven't got the money to really make it an effective launch. Whether it's a product, service, or location, that pre-launch formula will help you get there. One of the other key pieces is my one-page business plan. For many business owners I get to meet, you don't need a 50-page business plan unless you're looking for financing or venture capital, whatever the situation might be. For most of you, you just need a one-page plan. I have all these pieces that come together in that one-page business plan series. They'll take you, give you all the pieces: operations, sales, marketing, all the key pieces, profitability, and get it down to a one-page plan so you know what you need to do for the upcoming 12 months, which is so super awesome. And then the other key piece for me is one of the most important parts of building a business is networking. But the challenging part is there's so many great silly statements out there. People say networking grows your business. Networking in the right groups with the right people grows your business. So the 5-step message formula and the win strategy for networking are my gift to you as well, because I make $500,000 a year networking using those 2 products. And I want you to understand there's a very, very cool way to do things. All 4 of those products, I say, value $1,500. When you implement this stuff, listen, I can tell you one thing, you'll crush it. You'll make $15,000, even $150,000 just from those 4 products, because they are designed to help you and complement the learning that you're going to go through the rest of this presentation today. So I'm very excited for you. So let's get rocky and rolling. I'm going to start with what I call our 7 vital steps to maximizing growth, sales, and profit. I'm going to start at number 7 and work down to number 1. Number 1 being the most important. So let's get rocky and rolling. Have fun. Be with me. Be present so that we can get you the results that you're looking for and have a ton of fun doing it. So let's go. So vital step number 7. Now, as I get into this today, you might say to me, Colin, I've heard some of this stuff. Like, yeah, I've heard this before. Remember one thing for me, I don't care how many times you've heard things. Are you doing it? I get to meet many, many people that read book after book after book, and they say, I learned so much in that book or from that book. My number one question to them after that is, what are you living? Really, and I don't care what you learn. I care what you live. It's the same thing when you get off, today, once we finish here today and you take yourself to that next level and you say to me, wow, I learned a lot from that presentation by Colin. Great. I care about what you live when you get off this, today. When you finish here today and you've got all the information that you need, what are you going to live? What are you going to put into practice? Because remember, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is only potential power. Implementation is where the power is at. And I'm super excited for you. So please make sure you take lots of notes, but also just be aware as I go through some of this stuff, I'm going to give you some small nuances that will make things more clear, more maybe get more of an understanding for it, and we'll have a lot of fun. Because remember, business is not simple. I always joke with people out there. Business is simple. I wouldn't say not simple. Business is really simple. But the key part is what makes it complicated is when we add human beings. Humans make things so complicated. For me, I want you to realize I don't teach you complicated stuff. The simple stuff is all you need to know, and that helps you really grow a very significant size business. All my businesses have been multiple 7 figures or multiple 8 figures when I've gone on to sell them. So be aware that there's simplicity here. The simplicity is what's going to really help you get ahead. So vital step number 7, let's have a little bit of fun with this. Let's get you laser focused. So write down this acronym, VDT. So I will always ask you, so what do you think the V is? And people say to me, Colin, that's your vision. No, it's the vivid vision. What is your vision for your business for the next 5 years? I'm a big fan of write down a 5-year vision and a 1-year plan. That 1-year plan that I told you about in the beginning as your gift is write down a 5-year vision. Where are you going? What does your business look like? Really important. What do you want to be 5 years from now? Once you've got your vivid vision, it gives you laser focus, because then you can be done. You can have dynamic focus on top of that. And all you need on top is tenacity. Be tenacious. Do whatever it takes to achieve the results that you're looking for. But the biggest thing for you is to get a vivid vision for your business for the next 5 years. Where are you going? What is your destination you want to achieve in the next 5 years? Because a business without a vivid vision is like going on vacation without a destination. You cannot go on vacation without a destination. It would be silly. Imagine sitting next to your honey on the couch and your honey says to you, where are we going on vacation? And you say, vacation. And your honey be like, stop being silly. Like, seriously, where are we going on vacation? Vacation. Well, what do most business owners do? Where are you? What are you doing this week in your business? Business. What are you doing next week? Business. Where are you going? Have no idea. A vivid vision is really important. And the reason why I put in there a vivid vision is because I want you to not just think about your vision from your head. I want you to be connected with your vision from your head and your heart. I want you to resonate. I want you to vibrate with your vivid vision so you are truly connected to it. The more connected to your vision you are, the more likelihood you'll actually achieve your vision and achieve the results that you're looking for. So be really clear on your vivid vision. Do you connect with it from your heart? Because so many people fall off track and never get back on track because they're not connected with their vivid vision. One key thing you might want is you might say, I might ask you, would you love some more time in the day? Would you love some more hours in the day? And many people I get to meet say, I'd absolutely love more hours. I always say to them, once you've got a vivid vision written down, your number one question to ask yourself every time someone wants to book a meeting with you, I mean, of course, there's lots of people out there that will waste our time, that will suck our time out of us, meeting after meeting after meeting, because they have these opportunities for us. I am one of those people, and I have my personal assistant do this for me. Every time someone wants to book a meeting with me, lunch meeting, just a meeting outside of the office, whatever it might be, the 2 questions she asks: 1, what is the purpose? What's the purpose or intention of the meeting? And the second one, what's the agenda of the meeting? Once she knows that, then she says, is it in line with Colin's vivid vision? Because if it's not in line with my vivid vision, I decline the meeting. Not to be rude and what have you. People say, well, don't you miss opportunity? If it's not in line with your vivid vision, you've missed the biggest opportunity, and that's fulfilling your vivid vision itself. So be really clear on what your vivid vision is, and then decline meetings that aren't in line with it. The most important part, you want more hours of the day, learn to say no more frequently. When you say no more frequently to things that aren't in line with your vision, you'll free up a whole bunch of time, you'll go crush your vision, and you'll achieve amazing results. And that's one of the most key pieces for me around having a really clear vision. I trust that that's helped you in really getting clear on it. So let's go to final step number 6. Final step number 6 is determine what you want to be. Number 1, do you want to be me too, me special, or me only in your marketplace? Me too means you compete head-to-head on price every single day. Me special, you still compete on price, but there's something special about your business. Maybe around for 20 years or 30 years, whatever the situation might be, but you still compete on price. You want to be in the me-only market space, because when you're me-only, you're in the blue ocean of prosperity, not the bloody sea of competition. And the way you become me-only is by answering the following 3 questions. I want you to write these 3 questions down, because they're not going to come up on the screen. Answer these 3 questions to become me only in your market space. Number 1, what's working in your market space that you're going to copy? Very simple. What's working in your market space that you're going to copy? And I'll give you an example at the end here to really help you. The second question, what's working in your market space but you don't ethically agree with it, therefore you're not going to copy it. So what's working in your market space, but you don't ethically agree with it, therefore you're not going to copy it. That's question number 2. Then question number 3 is the most important question of all 3 questions. What's missing in your market space? So number 1, what's working in your market space that you're going to copy? Question number 2, what's working in your market space, but you don't ethically agree with it, therefore you're not going to copy it. And question number 3, what's missing? Now, let me give you an example of this, because in my own business here at Make Your Mark, I went out and I said, I want to go out and help as many, this was like 15 years ago, I want to help as many people as I can. And I was like, well, if I do it one-on-one, that's a ton of work. If I do it one-on-many, I can do the same amount of work, but touch many, many lives. So that's what I did. I went to as many seminars and workshops as I could, and I wanted to become me only. So I sat there and I said, what's working in these workshops or seminars that is serving people? And I was like, what's working? The seminars work. I didn't copy people's materials. That's plagiarism. I just copied the seminar structure. I said, wow, seminars work. I can do one-on-many. So I copied that. The second question, what's working but I don't ethically agree with, and I didn't copy it, is there's lots of manipulation techniques used and what have you in seminars, that I don't agree with, therefore I didn't copy it. And the most important question came up, which is question number 3, what's missing? And you know what? I knew what was missing, and I thought, well, let me just ask the people around me. People said to me, you know what? When we do these seminars and we do education, no one cares if we implement. And I was like, wow, no one cares. So I decided, well, I'm going to start seminars, and I'm going to then have a live accountability groups to really make sure people implement what they learn. Because most business owners need a boss. Most business owners need to be held accountable to achieving. So I was like, you know what a great idea. So I went back to all my friends in the same industry or market space as me, and I said to them, I'm going to start seminars with accountability groups. And all of them said to me, Colin, you are crazy. When your friends say you are crazy, it means opportunity. Because here's what the people at all the seminars were complaining about the most, that people didn't care about them implementing. So think about that. Question number 3, what's missing? So I looked at that and I said, great, I'm going to start these programs. And guess what? If you want to be a disruptor in your industry, look at what's missing. Your clients and prospects are telling you every single day what's missing. They're either complaining or upset about something or saying, I wish you would do it this way or wish you would do it that way. But you keep on saying it's not done that way in our industry. If you keep on saying that, you'll never disrupt your industry. So think about it for yourself. What's missing in your market space? I'll give you some what I call own work over the next 2 weeks. Over the next 2 weeks, think about what's missing. So as you go out and you grow your business and you do different things and you meet prospects, meet clients, listen to what they're saying. They'll say to you, this is missing, that's missing. See if you can get some common themes or common complaints, and then just solve the freaking problem. That's how you disrupt the industry, like Uber or Airbnb. Even most commonly, which is one of our most well-known Canadian companies, 1-800-GOT-JUNK, listen to what their clients were complaining about, and they said, we'll now open from whatever time until midnight because people want their junk picked up late in the evening, because clients were complaining, we haven't got time during the day, the evenings with time with our kids, and the weekend, we don't want to be doing this stuff on the weekend. Can you come in the evenings on the weekdays up until midnight? Clients were complaining. Not Uber, but 1-800-GOT-JUNK changed their hours, and all of a sudden their stock price started skyrocketing. I'm going to ask you this question. What's missing in your market space right now? So think about it for the next 2 weeks, because that's how you become me only. When you become me only, your life changes, your business changes, because you become a disruptor in your market space. So when you solve the problem that the people are complaining about the most. So think about that. I want you to really get clear on that as you listen to this presentation. Beautiful. There's lots of slides in vital step number 6, so let's make sure we get through them. Bigger part of this is then also understanding the difference between branding and marketing. For small business owners, branding is what differentiates you. I want you to get this. You're not branding a logo like Samsung or Apple or Microsoft or what have you. They have billions of dollars to brand logos. For small business owners, branding is simply what differentiates yourself. And then marketing is getting the people to notice the differences by appealing to the 5 human senses. I want you to really understand this, because for so many people, you're out marketing every day. Colin, I'm doing marketing. I'm marketing. I'm like, what are you marketing? If you don't know what differentiates you, in other words, you don't know what makes you me only in your market space, then what are you marketing? Very simply put, branding comes before marketing, and marketing really is, branding is the architect, marketing are the trades. So as you get really clear on this, please understand, if you're telling me, Colin, I'm doing marketing, my first question to you is going to be, what makes you me only, or what differentiates you, number 1 or 2? And then most importantly, how are you communicating those differences to your customer? So really get clear on this. Branding comes before marketing. And most importantly, if you're not measuring it, it's not marketing. So people are like, I'm handing out brochures, I've got a website, I've got different things I'm doing, different business tools, I'm doing advertising campaigns. Are you measuring it? Do you know what your return on investment is? Because if you're not measuring it, you cannot call it marketing, very simply. So branding is what differentiates you. Get really clear on that. What makes you me only in your market space? That's simple. So a brand is not a logo, a name, or a tagline. This is all part of your brand image. And people only want 1 of 4 things. People want, can you solve a problem for them? Can you provide a better outcome? Can you perform a miracle? Or what emotional payoff do they receive? I'm going to get focused on number 1, because I want you to get really clear on number 1. You want to make more money and have more profitable clients. Here's what happens, and I see people do this all the time. You're very simply, this is the way all business should happen. You enter into a conversation, you ask really good questions, you listen, and the client or the prospect will tell you what their challenge or their problems are, and then you figure out a solution for them and offer them a solution. The challenging part for most business owners, we enter into a conversation, we talk as much as we can, we tell the person what we think they need, they get super irritated from us, and then they don't buy from us. So think about that, the same thing of sitting across from a doctor at a consulting table. Imagine the doctor walks in, and you're sitting there, doctor walks in, sits down, talks to you for 10 minutes, writes a prescription out and says, go. And you're like, doctor, I didn't tell you what's wrong with me. Well, business owners, why do we go out and talk about what we do all the time instead of be listening to what people's problems and challenges are and see if we can solve them for them? Please understand that we should be listening way more in business. The more we listen, the more we can help people. So Richard Branson says it the best. While you are busy talking, you cannot find out anyone's problems. You have to be listening. My favorite website, and I always joke about it, is zipit.com. Is many, many times in business, learn to keep quiet and listen. People will tell you their challenges. People will present you where their biggest problems are and see if you can solve it. If you cannot solve it, maybe you can refer them to somebody else that can solve it. Because remember, the way you get more referrals in your business is when you give more referrals in your business. Really important. So most importantly, if you are not standing out, you are invisible. Really, really important. I want you to really get that. So vital step number 5. Vital step number 5 is who. Now, I want you to, this is probably the most poorly piece done in every business, is determine who your audience is. You know, people tell me, Colin, I've got a big audience. I know who I'm after. No, I want you to get this. Are you really after the right people? So I want you to think about this. Here's an avatar, a client that buys from you frequently, that you make a ton of profit on, that you love to deal with, never complains about price and appreciates value. Now, what I want you to do right now is think about who do you have that fits that criteria? And then I want you to write down the name of that person or the name of that business. It fits that criteria that, you know, is absolutely the definition of an avatar. And if you haven't got an avatar client, you're like, Colin, I wish I could have clients like that. Well, then you would have to write down what your ideal client would look like. But the most important part is you write down the name of the person or the business, and then you go profile and find more of them. So let's just say you wrote down the name of a person, and the person's name is Tony. And you're like, Tony is my best client. Tony fits exactly that definition. Never complains about price, appreciates value, make a lot of money off Tony. Great. Then ask yourself, where does Tony hang out? That's your number one question to ask yourself, because if you filled your database with more Tonys, you would make a ton more money, because many of us have clients we would love to fire out there. Why? Because we allow them to come on board because they don't fit that avatar. We want, if you find, or not if, as you find more clients that fit that avatar, like Tony, your business would explode and be way more profitable. So your number one goal is to figure out where does Tony hang out? And this is whatever name you wrote down, just figure it out for yourself. Where can you find more of those people? Because birds of a feather flock together. So where does Tony hang out is your question to yourself. You're like, oh, what organizations, what associations, what networking groups does Tony go to? Where does Tony go on vacation? What charity functions does Tony do? The more you hang out where Tony hangs out, the more money you'll make. I guarantee you that. In fact, if you can hang out where Tony hangs out himself, while he's there, you don't have to do any work, because Tony will talk about what you do to the other people that are there. And remember, nothing beats a third-party endorsement. You can talk as much about your business as you want, but when you have a third party talk about you and endorse you, that changes everything. So your number one question to yourself is, where do I find more Tonys? What's a profile of Tony? And once you go out and look for more Tonys, you will change your business. Most importantly, where does Tony hang out? And of course, you don't find this out on the first time you meet Tony. This is over time of spending time with Tony as a customer, and that's super awesome. And he's your avatar client that buys from you frequently. Great. Over time, just ask Tony. So Tony, where do you go on vacation? Tony, what charity functions do you attend? You know, because as you build relationship with them, they will continue to let you know about where they hang out, and then ask if you can just go attend with them so that you can grow your business, or with her, whatever, if it's a female client, whichever way around it is for you. Make sure you're finding more avatar clients. When you put more avatars in your database, you make way more money. So let's go to vital step number 4. I trust you're learning a ton from me on the call today. I'm very excited to be here with you. So let's go to vital step number 4 of the 7 steps. Powerful headlines. Now, when you read a newspaper, the most important thing in a newspaper that gets you to read the articles are the headlines. You know, without the headline, you don't read the article. The same thing for your website. Without a good headline on your website, people don't read your website. Without a good headline on your brochure, people don't read your brochure. Without a good subject line or a headline on an email, people often don't read the emails, especially when you're doing marketing stuff. So you want really, really great headlines. Most important part about a headline, it must be attention grabbing. It must target the pain of the reader, viewer, or listener. It must scream, this is for me, to the person reading it. And most importantly, don't make your logo your amigo. Don't make your logo your best friend. I see people with brochures where on the front of the brochure is a big giant logo. On the back of their business card, a big giant logo. On their website, big giant logo. People, what gets people to read your materials are the headlines. In fact, human beings have such a low attention rate or attention span right now. 25 years ago, we had a 22-second attention span. Nowadays, we have an 8-second attention span. The attention span of a goldfish right now is 4 seconds. Human beings are fast approaching goldfish status, which is crazy. People don't have time to read things. Be very careful. A lot of times I say to people, you know, when I'm at my events, I'll ask an audience, I'll say, great, if there's a couple hundred people in the room, I'll say, raise your hands for those of you, should I hand out a brochure now, let's say a 10-page brochure, how many of you would read the brochure cover to cover? And you'd be amazed. It's typically about 1% of people would read the brochure cover to cover. So my question to all of you is, why are we designing brochures, websites, what have you, for only 1% of people will read them? We need to keep our materials brief because 99% of people don't have the attention span anymore. So really making sure that your headlines bring people in and then convert, really important. So let me give you some examples of this. First, an example of one that doesn't work for you. So here's a brochure that, unfortunately, I would never use this brochure in any way or form. But look at this brochure. This brochure is for a design company. The challenge board, look, right on the front of the brochure is the logo, front and center on the brochure. Right below that on the brochure is, this is a design company. It's got beautiful furniture. Obviously, they do good design. But really, you look at that, this brochure is missing a really amazing energy of people and what have you. If they put people in this, it would change this brochure, number one. Number two, when you're targeting and you're putting photographs in brochures of people, you need to be targeting, putting people in that are your demographic that you're after. If you're after multicultural or that kind of stuff, make sure you're putting all the different cultures in your brochure because people love to see themselves before they buy. Same with your website, what have you as well. But you look at this brochure, it's like super lonely in that dining room there. And then if you can be so lonely, you can be in a single chair. In fact, going to the left of that, you're like, well, you can even be so lonely, you'll even drink by yourself. It's so funny. This brochure is a really sad brochure. I would never design a brochure this way. Let me give you an example of a brochure we designed for a customer. This is a brochure we designed for a customer. This customer went from about $180,000 a year in sales. They've been consistently doing about 180 grand a year for 2 or 3 years. And they came to me and said, Colin, can you help us? I said, absolutely, I can help you. So we started working with them. And you look at all the key pieces here. Number one, the headline on the front of the brochure. As you open up to the center of the brochure, there's a headline on the center of the brochure. This company does roll screens, canopies, and awnings, of course, security shutters as well. We didn't put any product details in here. We just put in pictures of the products and really good benefit endorsing testimonials below each picture. Let me say that again. Benefit endorsing testimonials. Super cool. So we did that. This brochure and a couple of other key things we did marketing-wise took them from about $180,000 a year to $733,000 in their first year. Then we took in about $1.4 million, and then we sold the company. This company changed by doing different marketing. Yes, people want to know about those people that are detail-oriented, that 1% of an audience or readers of materials, they'll ask for more detail. But in terms of getting out there and being attractive to clients, get people's attention quickly. You've got 8 seconds, really important. So really good headlines. Your goal of your brochure, websites, what have you, is to have people be intrigued enough to contact you, most importantly, or intrigued enough to give you their details so you can contact them. Very important. So this brochure changed the face of this company completely. So let's go to vital step number 3. Vital step number 3, advertisements. Now, many of you might do advertising. You're like, Colin, I do a lot of advertising. Well, I understand that. The key thing for me, though, is when you do advertising often, people feel like this, super, super stressed. And at the same time, a lot of times you only advertise once, like either print ads or banner ads or what have you. And where does your money go? Often down the toilet. I am a big fan of helping business owners understand how to do advertising. So there's going to be 8 bullets that come up here to really understand advertising. Then I'm going to give an example to help you really understand what it takes to build out a really good advertising campaign. So first importantly might be, so what's the most important thing? Now, how do you get people to read your advertisement? We've just spoken about it. The most important thing to get them to read your advertisement, powerful headlines, followed by urgency and scarcity. I'll talk about that in a moment. And then lots of white space or just lots of space around the word so it's easy to read. Don't jam pack your ad full of as much text as you can. Make it super easy to read. I'm going to show you an example here in a moment. Emotional pictures targeting the demographic that you're after. Please make sure you do that. Really important to put really good pictures in. Strong call to action. Bridge the gap with credibility. I want you to write one thing down because this can help you build your business really quickly. When you have a fantastic client that fits that avatar client we spoke about earlier, and I want you to, and they have lots of connection in the community or lots of connection around the product or service that you deliver, is write this down and never forget it. When a credible buyer buys, other buyers buy way quicker. Let me say that again. When a credible buyer buys, other buyers buy way quicker. I want you to get that. So when a credible buyer buys, other buyers buy way quicker. I'll show you in a moment what I mean by that. And then, of course, the most important part of doing really good advertising is number 8, which is minimum 5 to 7 repetitions. Because here's a challenge. Most people do an ad once, doesn't work. They say it was a waste of money, and that's all they do. Please, I want you to realize this, that you should be doing ads at least 5 to 7 times. Otherwise, often you're just wasting your money. And I want to show you an example of one right now to really help you understand this. So here's a local doctor we've done a lot of work with over the years. This doctor is incredible. I went to him, we said, let's do a postcard campaign. Now, some of you might say, Colin, a postcard campaign? This is the 21st century. Please understand, when there's most people right now are saying, oh, you must go online, go online. If you run with a sheep, you get sheared. Don't do what everyone else does. Do the opposite. So lots of people aren't doing like what I call offline marketing. Why? Because everyone's online. So I do some offline because I like to test results and get really great results for our customers. So we do this postcard campaign, and the frequency, when I say 5 to 7 repetitions, the frequency means once a week for 5 to 7 consecutive weeks. Not every 2 weeks, not every month, once a week for 5 to 7 consecutive weeks. So these postcards went out to a very specific mailing address. So with Canada Post, we could figure out demographics of what households have certain incomes because they have all this data. So we said, great, we're looking for a certain combined income, let's say over $120,000. We found that geographical location. And then from there, we started sending out the postcards. And we sent the postcards 5 to 7 weeks in a row. Every single Monday went to exactly the same mailing addresses. Really important. So we send these postcards out. You look at all the pieces here. Really, really important. I want you to see this. There is the headline on the card, headline on the other side of the card, call to action. First 5 calls get an extra special offer. Also has urgency in it to go say the first 5 only get that. Bridge the gap with credibility. Dr. Oz was one that really featured this product and gave it an endorsement of this product, which is a weight loss product. He'd given us a endorsement because when a credible buyer buys, other buyers buy way quicker. So he endorses it. So that's the credibility piece. And then, of course, because it's a weight loss product, there's men before and after, female before and after. Really important to put both on. If you only put female on, you'll only get the female market. Really good photos, really good energy photos here because of the market we were targeting at that time. And some key things I want you to think about. So I send the first postcard out, and I get Dr. Bill Russell to pay me upfront for 5 campaigns. So he pays me around $6,000, or about $1,200 each. So he pays me for the first 5 campaigns, and we start to do the postcard. We send the first postcard out, and goose egg, we get no results. And my phone rings, and Dr. Russell says to me, Colin, I want my money back. That didn't work. I said to him, Dr. Russell, I guarantee all my work. It's okay. So we then send the second postcard out. We send the third postcard out. We start to get some traction. We then send the 4th postcard out. The 5th one goes out, and this is the return on investment. Now, that's a very healthy return on investment. Dr. Russell then phones me and he says to me, hey, Colin, I need to give you more money because the return's been fantastic. Be very careful, ladies and gentlemen. Most importantly, it's understand, you need repetition when you're doing marketing, especially when you're doing advertising. A common question I get asked, what changed? The back of the cards changed. The front, this blue piece here, on all the cards was exactly the same. Why? Because that branded Dr. Russell. Then this piece here on the left of him changed, and then the back changed, depending on the market we would look targeting. Sometimes it was people going on vacation, wanting to lose weight, so they could put their bathing suits on. Then people get into little black dresses. We had a whole bunch of different ways of looking at this, but that ROI is a very, very healthy ROI. And then we continue with them. And of course, I'm now actually doing another campaign for a couple of doctors in Ontario to help them do the same thing and continue to get the marketing working for them as well. So let's go to vital step number 2. Vital step number 2, which is maximize sales. All companies have 3 main areas in them: production, operations, sales, and marketing. And I want you to understand this. So, and you might say, but Colin, I'm in a consulting business. I'm in a service-based business. There's no production. Let's just talk about a consulting business. You have to produce the consulting contracts, the consulting processes, the consulting contracts, all that kind of stuff, and the structures. There's production in all businesses, whether you're a service-based business or a product-based business. So we have the 3 areas: production, operations, sales, and marketing. Now, in a typical business, you spend about 25% of your time in production, 65% of your time in operations. Operations is like human resources, accounting, shipping, receiving, what have you. That all makes up your operations. And then about 10% of the time in sales and marketing. Now, people say to me, Colin, that's a typical business. That's a typical business. The reason why most business owners don't make it, they don't spend enough time in sales and marketing. They are so stuck in this box, in terms of the box of operations, that it doesn't get them ahead. So I'm going to come back to that in a moment. In a rapid success business, people spend 25% of the time in production, 10% of their time in operations, and 65% of their time in sales and marketing. Now, you might say, some of you are maybe listening, watching this going, Colin, I'm super successful. Your operations will fall over. My question to you is, when you have 65% of your time in sales and marketing, do you have enough money to hire people in operations? Absolutely you do. That's the most important piece for me. So, please don't get stuck in this box, which is your comfort zone. People love getting stuck in operations because it's easy. It's a great place to stay. You want to be out here spending 65% of your time in sales and marketing. So many people that go on Dragon's Den or Shark Tank, either one of the shows, and they go on the show, they are typically stuck in this, what I call typical business column, where they are 65% of the time in operations. And then they go into Shark Tank or Dragon's Den, and all the dragons do is flip the operations and sales and marketing around. And they know that it takes sales and marketing to build a business. All of a sudden that business crushes it and becomes massively successful. And people go, wow, those dragons and sharks are so super smart. Listen, they are extremely smart. I get to do business with some of them. In fact, one of them actually is one of the sharks is my personal business mentor. They always talk about this. They go, why don't people get it? Stop being stuck in operations. Get out and do more sales and marketing. So that's how they make all their money. People go on the show and consistently get stuck in the typical business column. In fact, this typical column, and I'm going to put a line through it right here, that typical column is where most banks want you to be. Because a bank says to you, it takes you 3 to 5 years before you make money in your business. Well, if you're only doing 10% of your time in sales and marketing, of course it's going to take you that long. Most importantly, I want you to be a rapid success business. I want you to increase your time in sales and marketing. Get super focused by increasing your time in sales and marketing. Whatever you're doing, get out there and see customers. While your customers are awake or your prospects are awake and can be visited, you should be doing income producing activities. That's how you grow your business. Hanging out where your avatar clients hang out. Make sure you're meeting more avatars, making sure you get more profitable. That's how you find more profitable customers in the next 30 days. Let's go to vital step number 1. Vital step number 1 to me is the most important of all of them. And you might say, well, what is the most important step in my business? The most important step in your business is you. So I want you to write down these 3 comparisons, please. R versus P, R versus E, C versus C. So have a little bit of fun with you, and you can play along with me as you watch this as well. And I want you to really think about this, okay? I know people are looking for greater reward from their business in the next 12 months. I want greater reward, Colin. Well, then you need to get rid of their penalty-based mindset, because reward-based people think, great, when I invest, let's say I invest $500 in something, Well, I want $5,000 in return. That's reward-based thinking. Penalty-based thinking is, it cost me $500. It cost me this, it cost me that. Think about it differently. Reward-based people always are thinking, well, what did I spend? What did I invest? And how do I get 10 times my money back? How do I get 20 times my money back? Because when you think that way, things start to change for you. At the same time, you might be looking for greater results from your business in the next 12 months. You're like, I want to crush the results in the next 12 months. Great. Then you need to get rid of the excuses, because so many people even have the pre-excuse before the excuse of why they cannot do something. There's either excuses or results. What do you want from your business? And if you want results, cut the excuses. Really, really important as well. And of course, the final one is can versus can't. Can't to me is the worst four-letter word in the entire English language. It's worse than the F-bomb for me in many, many ways. At least the F-bomb is descriptive. So you want to get rid of the word can't, and every time you think of the word can't or you want to say the word can't, replace it with how can I? How can I make this situation more successful? How can I find this customer a solution? How can I refer them to someone else that can help them? How can I is really important, because can't means terminate, give up, have no interest, go no further, done. No. How can I serve? Really important. The same thing with reward and penalty. Reward-based mindset, you've got a contract that's attached to an email and you're just about to send that email out and you're like, and let's just go penalty first. You're just about to send it and you're like, oh my God, no one ever, I send these out. No one ever replies to me. I don't know why I do these proposals, because half of them never even get back to me. It's such a waste of my time, blah, 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 blah. Penalty, 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 penalty. As opposed to reward-based mindset. Contracts, proposal attached to an email, beautiful email that you've written, really awesome proposal. And just before you hit send, reward-based mindset kicks in and says, this is the best proposal for this customer. They're going to love the pricing. They're going to love the terms, the conditions. They're going to be super excited. They're going to read it in 48 hours. They're going to phone me, make the purchase, and we're going to move ahead. Yes! And you move ahead. That's reward-based mindset. And guess what happens? Your phone rings pretty quickly thereafter. You're like, holy moly, that's crazy. My phone rang. Super awesome. The reason why it rang is because you put the energy around what you wanted. I'm a big fan of what you vibrate shows up in your life. You want great results, then vibrate success. You want life to have challenges, vibrate challenge or bring more challenge. My favorite statement, if you spend your life complaining, the universe gives you more to complain about. You spend your life complimenting, the universe gives you more to compliment about. So I want you to think about that. So let's go to words have energy. I'm sure you realize that. They have immense energy. They have a vibration around them. So if you read the words on the right-hand side of your screen on the count of 3, and you can read them aloud, even play along with me as you watch this as well. On the count of 3, let's read them aloud. 1, 2, 3. Penalty, excuses, can't. How do you feel energetically? You don't feel great. You don't feel great at all. So let's counter that energy by reading the words on the left-hand side on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Reward, results, can. How do you feel? You feel great. You feel excited. You feel you can do anything. You can conquer anything. Really important to understand. Words have energy. What you wake up around, you're putting your words around in the morning when you wake up. What words do you first use in the morning? I'm a big fan of don't have your cell phone next to your bed. Take your cell phone away. When you wake up in the morning, give gratitude for what you have in your life. Give do some visualization, do some meditation. Really important to set your day up for success. The most important parts of any day, 5 minutes after you wake up and 5 minutes before you go to bed. That's when your subconscious mind is most susceptible and open to learning. When you go at the end of the day from serotonin production to melatonin as you go to sleep, and then when you wake up in the morning from melatonin to serotonin. And those 5 minutes of each day are, sadly, in terms of morning and night, are probably the most abused by people, because just before they go to bed, they watch the most negative thing, negative TV, the news, CSI, murder, death, destruction. Just before you go to bed, that's when your mind is the most susceptible to learning. That's when you want to be putting successes, gratitudes, what have you, just before you go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, same thing. Look at what you want to do for the day. Visualize on a most amazing day, most successful day. Be grateful for what you have as you wake up and you go from melatonin to serotonin production, because then you'll set your day up for amazing success. The worst thing you can do is grab your cell phone and then look at your cell phone and you've got all negative stuff happening. You're like, oh my God, my life. And then That goes onto your subconscious drive and drives the entire day. And that's how come people end up with bad days. I'm having a bad day. What did you do to set your day up to be freaking awesome in the first place? Really, you are the best part. You are the most vital part of your entire business. I trust you've learned a lot from today. I'm super excited to have been here with you and just helped you learn and get to that next level. So very simply, I want to just help you here. I want you to go to the next piece, which let me ask you a question. Really important, like business is a journey. Business is where we learn and how we grow and take it to the next level. I know that you've learned a lot here being with me here today. I would like to take you on a journey to grow into that next level to really help you take your business way beyond this. Come work with me so I can help you take every single piece we've gone through today and really get it in depth in every single way. My program I have coming up is called Business Mastery. This program takes you on the journey to continue your journey with me so I can help you take each piece and start to have the most profitable, most abundant business in every single way. Business Mastery, this is what you're going to get at the 3 days with me. It's a super cool 3 days, most life-changing 3 days, and it's like no other event you've ever been to. So this is Business Mastery, how to grow your business to the next level. I'm going to show you how to completely remove roadblocks from impeding your growth. How many of you realize you have some roadblocks? Absolutely, we all have roadblocks. I'm going to show you how to load success software onto your hard drive. You're like, how do you mean load success software, Colin? Well, our subconscious mind is designed to keep us healthy, designed to keep us successful. But lots of us have put the wrong stuff on our hard drive. That subconscious mind has got bad habits. It's got things. In fact, some people have mastered their bad habits. I want to show you how to really put the right software onto your subconscious mind to get you the results you're looking for, to get you being more successful, having more time off, and making more money. I'll show you how to get out of your own way. Most importantly, learn how to think like the wealthy. There's a very specific way that the wealthy think that I'll teach you over the 3 days. I'll show you how to create massive success habits. How many of you agree success habits are vital to your success? Absolutely, they are vital to your success. I'm going to show you how to maximize profit, because for you, I'm sure profit is everything. How do you agree profit is everything? Absolutely, profit is everything. For me, revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, cash flow is reality, and none of the above is insanity. So let's make sure we get you super profitable over the 3 days. I'll show you how to learn how to dream big and achieve results rapidly. So many people have shrunk their dreams over the years. And you're like, oh my God, I don't need those dreams anymore. Yes, because you don't know how to have your dreams show up really quickly by putting your energy around what you truly want. I'll show you how to become an inspired business that people line up to work for and people line up to buy your products and services. Just like Apple. People line up to buy Apple's products. People line up to work for Apple. I'm sure you'd love to have a business like that where people line up to buy your products and services. I start this on day 2 of the event and I finish it on day 3. You'll become an inspired business, be so unique in your industry. Even if there's 10,000 of you in your industry doing what you do, I will show you how to become so unique that people are inspired to line up and buy your products from you or your services as well. I'll show you how to eliminate fears. How many agree we all have fears? Absolutely, we all have fears that hold us back in some way or form. I'll show you how to eliminate fears over the 3 days. I'll show you how to earn the money you want and have more time off. How many of you like more money? Absolutely. How many like more time off? For sure as well. The reason why we build our businesses is to have more time off. I'm going to show you how to become part of a massive like-minded community. We are a community of 58,000 people strong across Canada. It's super awesome. You become part of our community because one of the most important things in life is the people you spend your time with. When you go, a lot of times you're spending time with people that aren't like-minded, that are aren't driving you forward in terms of the success that you're looking for. I'm a big fan of understanding the 5 people you spend most of your time with will dictate the results that you're getting. So when you become part of our family and you come out to this event, you become part of a massive like-minded community of just people growing and wanting to grow and take themselves and their businesses to amazing levels of profit and success and time off. In fact, at the event, you can network and grow your business. You can even walk out of the event with business. I've had people build their entire companies of our student base. Why? Because our student base is, for many people, your ideal customer. So the event is the event, but the great people you get to meet at the event, absolutely exceptional to help you grow to that next level. So I'm super excited for you to come out. My goal, you'll see this, I will deliver this over the 3 days to you. I run the event 100% myself. I am there to serve you so that you get the results that you are looking for, to crush the results, in the next 12 months, to take you to the level where you want to be. So the date's coming up here in Surrey, January the 8th to the 10th, 2020. Can you believe it? We're talking about 2020 already. So 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for all 3 days. And really, really important, if you're anywhere else outside of Surrey, location is not a problem. Just come out and join us. We go to the Sheraton Guildford. It's super awesome. Now, if you cannot make those dates for some reason, you can register for other dates as well. So most importantly, I want to make sure that you get registered and come out and spend the 3 days with me. It is life-changing. You've never been to a 3-day event like this with anyone else before. Why? Because when I spend my time working with you, it's a small, intimate audience, typically between 50 and 75 people. There's no 100, 200, or 300 people. I keep them intimate so I can help you grow, work on your challenges, and help you really get your business to the next level. And I look forward to seeing you in January as well. Here's a lady that came out. This lady, absolutely exceptional in who she is. She's a local lady, owns a company called Just Cakes. She said, Business Mastery gave me the jumpstart and catalyst I needed to really propel my business forward with practical tools and a mindset that is invaluable. Most importantly, these 3 days gave me the tools needed to become a great leader. I am now more confident in my role as an entrepreneur and in my ability to achieve massive success. This young lady just won Big Bake Halloween, and it just taken her business to another level. She's been with me for only 6 months, and she's already gone from $30,000 a week at her bake shop to close to $90,000 a week. That's massive growth in 6 months, and I'm very, very proud to have been working with her to help her get there. Another gentleman up north in Northern British Columbia, Paul Brent, he said, success exploded the moment I chose to invest into my life and dreams. Working with the best mentors and coaches, we learn together and build support networks, which definitely makes the journey easier. When you're serious about your happiness, ask for help and do the work. The Business Mastery will put you on a path and assist you to your chosen destination. I could give you hundreds and hundreds of these testimonials and endorsements of who Make Your Mark is. The biggest thing for me is just come out and attend Business Mastery with us. It's $1,498. There's general seating, one for you and a friend, which is $2,996. Or there's VIP seating. Now, VIP is super awesome. Many people do VIP with me. Why? Because you get 2 VIP seats. You get 1 hour private Q&A with me all 3 days. In fact, you get into the room really early so that I can give you real-time answers to your questions. You come into the room. The general seating starts at 9 p.m. 9 a.m. The VIP starts at 8 a.m. So you come out, you bring your questions. I will work with you and in real time give you all the answers to your biggest challenges in your business during those VIP sessions. Absolutely critical. I charge $2,500 an hour for my time. That time during the VIP sessions is so special, and I love to work with the business owners and really help you get the clarity you're looking for to take your business to the next level in the next 12 months. You get special seating at the event. You get our 7 Biggest Mistakes video series. This video series is absolutely critical to helping you grow your business. The reason being, most people overpay taxes. Myself, an attorney, and an accountant got together in a room for a day and said, how can we put together the best business structure, best tax structure, and best liability structure to really help you, the business owner, get ahead and stop paying so much tax? Many of you will say, but I already have an accountant. Understand one thing. I'm specialized in what I do, and I have really top specialists around me. I can tell you one thing. Majority of business owners I get to meet, even that they have some teams around them, are overpaying tax. This video series alone will get you really thinking, and it's worth way more than the $1,500. If you hired any one of us, you'd pay that per hour for our time. And we give you that video series to really help you put the best structures in place to really take your business to the next level. In fact, to make massive savings on your taxes as well. You get a beautiful tote bag each, and you also get a copy of my book, The Entrepreneur Success Recipe, and a copy of my wife's book, which is I Did Not Sign Up for This. She wrote a book eventually of our 22 years of time together, of what it's taken to grow the business. And she writes all the key tools and strategies we've taken to really, how she supported me and being in that support role. You get a copy of her book. It's the only book written by a person who supported an entrepreneur. So really, really cool. The VIP is $6,598. And the most important thing for me is, let me ask you a few things. If all this event did was finally got you a multi-million-dollar business mindset, would it be worth it? If all the event did was help you dramatically improve your cash flow, would it be worth it? And if all the event did was gave you a detailed roadmap to success, would it be worth it? Absolutely. I'm going to deliver all of these over the 3 days and help you take yourself to the next level, giving you the right mindset, giving you the right cash flow, and giving you a roadmap to success. This is how the pricing works for you being on this on with me today. I want to help you, take you to that next level, to really crush the results, which is really, really important. And the most important thing for me is you're not going to pay the 6,598 or the 2,996 or the 1,498. The general seating is $297 for 2 seats. But let me tell you, majority of people do VIP because of the time they get with me in the room. So there's the dates again, and the VIP is $497. So you come out, you spend the time with me, January 8th, 9th, and 10th, and you get everything for the $497. You get the 2 VIP seats. You get 1 hour private Q&A with me in the room every day. Real-time answers to your questions. Special CD at the event. The 7 Biggest Mistakes video series worth $1,500, a beautiful tote bag each, and a copy of my book and my wife's book, and you pay $497. Here's my guarantee to you. You will 10x your investment when you attend the 3 days. If not, I will refund you 100% of your money. I don't want your money. I just want you to get ahead and crush the results. For that $497, I want you to get to $5,000 in value over the 3 days so that you never look back. I want it to even be way beyond that. So, and most importantly, for the first 10 VIPs that come in, I'm doing something super special for you. Really, really special. So for the first 10 VIPs, I will do a live Q&A webinar to help you in your business and give you set strategies to explode your cash flow in the next 30 days. In fact, I jump on that call with you. It's a Zoom call. I jump on with that call with you to really help you answer your questions. So when you come to Business Mastery, you already have got income happening for you and money flowing for you. I will jump on that call with you, answer your questions, give you set strategies to do for the next 30 days. So when you come out to Business Mastery, you've got the results. Even sometimes you might only be 2 weeks out from the event. That's awesome as well, because I'll give you set strategies to go and do very set things to grow your business in a very set way. That's only for the first 10 VIPs. So make sure you get yourself registered. You can see the registration there right now. Make sure you get registered so I can really take you and your business to the next level. So my question to you is, how many of you are you interested in more profit and success? Because that's an important question. But for most people, my final question to you today is, are you committed to more profit and success? Because when you're committed, you take action towards what you want. And I want to be there with you in January 8, 9, and 10 to help you take your business to the next level and help you crush the results. So make sure you get registered now. Click on the registration link. Get registered so I can support you and take you to that next level. It's now time to take action. It's now time to take action. My heartfelt thank you for every single one of you being on here with me today. You will receive your gifts worth $1,500 when we receive your completed online registration. So as you register today and you start to get yourselves organized for January, please make sure that you let us know, and we will immediately after you registered send out your gifts. Remember the gifts? You get the pre-launch formula, how to use other people's money to launch a product, service, or location, the 1-page business plan, and then the 5-step message formula and the win strategy that I make over $500,000 a year on. I gift you those products for registering today as well. So for the $497 or the $297, you get $1,500 worth of gifts as well to really get you to that next level. And you have my guarantee that should you get no value, I will give you 100% of your money back. I'm at the event. We will crush it together and make your next 12 months the best 12 months to date. So they're the pricing again. Please make sure you get registered. Make sure you might be thinking about the VIP. Don't even think about it. Just do the VIP, because you'll see why the VIP, the results people get at the VIP sessions, just off the charts. And I look forward to seeing you. Remember that VIP $497 is for 2 seats. Yes, we have to add a tax to that as well. So the local tax gets added to that as well. So just be aware that we do add that local tax. And I look forward to seeing you January 8th to 10th If you cannot make January 8th to 10th, register anyways, and we'll put you in the next event, which comes up in April. Most importantly, a huge gratitude to all of you. Thank you for being with me on the call today. Get registered. Let's get crushing the results for you in the next 12 months. And let's make the next 12 months the most successful 12 months to date. I look forward to seeing you at the event in January. Come shake my hand. Come say hi to me so I can serve you and help you crush the next 12 months. So most importantly, let's get registered. Get yourself registered, either general seating or VIP. Most importantly, like I say, many people do VIP because of all the bonuses you get with it, and those bonuses are worth their weight in gold. So just a huge thank you for being with me today. Get registered, and I'll see you in January. Make sure you, if you have any questions or anything like that, just make sure you contact our office, what have you. Most importantly, get registered, and I'll see you in January. Blessings to all of you. Bye.